Te he mōri ora. E nā tangata whenua, e nā iwi tau nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. And my name's Graham Raper, and I'm the founder of Psychological First Aid, which is a interactive facilitated program. The foundation one being 4 hours, designed for adults to help them understand very first interventions and understanding of how we operate psychologically and how we can create an environment of trust and understanding. My background is I'm an advanced paramedic by qualification, aeromedical specialist, adult educator. I was also an NCQA assessor, trainer and mentor for paramedicine. However, after about 20 odd years within that role, I worked throughout the country. I experienced a severe mental health crisis, and that ended my career. So I ended up with a role from that experiences as a non-clinical advisor to a district health board. I was also a non-clinical advisor to the Royal Australian New Zealand College of Psychiatrists, Mental Health Commission, and some NGOs, and that was providing an input and influence from the lived experience of mental illness into service delivery. Scott Taylor has asked me if I'd like to do some web presentations. And we've been working on these little snippets for some time, and I'm really happy that and pleased to be able to present these to you. This is just one of a series of about 6. They're in no particular order, but I thought this would be useful as the first one. And it fills in that conversation that we're often being asked to do, is ask somebody, are you okay? Now, are you okay is a great process and a great thing to ask. However, it does come with its problems. If you're asking it just because you're wanting to start a conversation, it has little value. If you're asking it because you're actually concerned, obviously it can add more value to the conversation that you're undertaking. You'll get people when you ask the question, are you okay, who will say, yeah, of course. Are they just telling that to you to dismiss you, or are they in fact really okay? Then you have somebody who turns around and says, well, actually, no, I'm not okay. What next? What are you going to do to enable a conversation to take place and to hear what it is and why they aren't okay? Remember that they'll also, if they're saying that, have a degree of trust that you will listen to them and not dismiss them. So what I'm going to take you through is a very simple process, and it's all part of a psychological first aid when we explore in more detail the options and interactions that take place. But we use a simple anagram of TALK, T-A-L-K. The first thing you need to and must have is time. You must be prepared to take the time to listen and interact with the person who has either said yes or no. So time's essential. It's not just a quick 5-second conversation. The second part of talk is acknowledge what it is I've said to you as being real. You may not feel that it's real, but for them to express it, it is real, and that needs to be acknowledged. You can also assess what it is they're saying to you in degree of seriousness or whatever it might be. But acknowledging that is very important. The next one, L, so we've got T-A-L, is listen, and that's listening intently. Listening intently requires the full use of body language and all those other things that go when we listen. They want to know that not only are you listening, but you're hearing what they have to say. And the K is following that is for connect. I'm actually a bit dyslexic, so connect with a K works for me. But connect And it might be that you need to connect with more time. You might need to connect with friends, family, whānau, and so on. Or, with their permission, you may need to support them to connect to some clinical services. But either way, take your time, acknowledge what they're telling to you, listen intently, and then, if necessary, connect. You've already created the connection by listening intently, acknowledging what they have to say. So a simple conversation may go, are you okay? If they say yes, awesome. That's great to hear. Do you want to tell me about what's going so okay? That creates opportunity for them to, if they're not, and they're just trying to dismiss you, to explore and talk to you about various bits and pieces. It may be they're just okay, but remember, you need to have the time. The opposite is obviously if they say no, because with yes or no are closed questions, they can just dismiss you so easily. So if they do say no and you have the time, a conversation may go, oh, that's no good. I have the time now if you wish to talk to me about it. I'd love to hear from what it is that you have to say in responding to no. They may then go, oh, okay, yep, all right. So what's happened is, and I may express the various things that have happened. It may be sadness or bullying or whatever it might be. So the next step is, oh, geez, that's no good. Tell me more. Acknowledging that what they have said to you is real. And listening intently. You can, the old process of when you listen, you can go back to them and say, okay, so what I heard you say was, if you've got it right, or you need to get some more explanation. And then from there, you can then offer some suggestions, or they may have their own suggestions. Oh, jeepers, let's find some more time. We'll have a talk about it over a coffee or whatever it might be. Or actually, there's some other people, or you can use EAP schemes or whatever it might be, or if necessary, take them to a GP or whatever. The really important part about utilising talk, or are you okay, is to ensure you have the time to able to listen to what they have to say and be able to respond to them in a positive way. Just saying, are you okay? They say, yeah, no, whatever. Oh, okay, that's cool. And see you later. Merely fits into a tick box process. You need to have a trust of the person needs to have trust of you. They need to have organisational trust. This is what we're doing within the psychological first aid process, is help organisations develop that organisational trust and individual trust, that everybody hears the same message. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this wee snippet, and I hope you found it useful. And do visit our website. It's only brief, but ask any questions that you like. And once again, thank you, Scott, for the opportunity.